Well, it was 9 teams, 12 teams, 15 teams, 18 teams, and Super Rugby is back down to 15. A lot of people were not happy with the old format. So this year, gentlemen, things have changed. There are 3 conferences, and I suppose it's a wonderful tournament in that all the teams will get to play equally the other conferences. They'll skip out one of each conference, but there'll be no such thing of just playing the Aussie teams or just playing the Kiwi teams or just playing the South African teams. Bobs, we have been calling for the shortened format, but it does mean that South African teams will have to travel for longer periods again.
All these men sitting here, they know about that travel. 4 weeks down in Australasia. So no, I think it's fair. I think we want to see something that's competitive. We want to see rugby at a high quality. It's a premium competition. It's supposed to stay that way. And the only way we can do that is always see strength versus strength. And it's decent to have these teams that can play. I mean, it's a challenge for those guys to travel there and stay 5 weeks over in Australasia. But at the same time, once you win that, you know how fulfilling that, because only Victor has won it.
But as you can see behind us, just confirmation of the teams in the various conferences. The Australians will take on the Sunwolves, and in South African conference come the Jaguares, who have not done particularly well. They get a chance to play this weekend, but confirmation, as you can see there as well. Each team will play 16 games. There are 18 rounds in total, which means each team will have 2 buys, and we already have a local team with a bye in the first week.
Yeah, the Bulls.
Yeah, the Bulls, which is always a horror.
Everyone always against the Bulls. Eh?
What is that like to have that early bye? It kind of feels sort of useless from a fan's point of view. Can you make use of that time?
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it just obviously gives you an extra week of pre-season. So it won't affect the Bulls too much, I don't think. And yeah, it's good to see the competition coming back down. Personally, I would still like to see it as a Super 14. I think then you can play every single team.
Everyone in months.
Yeah, and then the following year, if you've played the Crusaders away, the following year you play them at home, like the old format used to be. So for me, that's still the best. So I think they were trying to get away from especially the South African teams going away on that 4-week tour, you know, but they're back to that now. It's just something that the guys will have to suck up. They've seen that changing the format and making it Super 18 is not really working. So for me, it would be good to see everyone playing everyone. Still, you're still going to miss out on playing 2 of the teams in the competition. So it would be nice. Well, personally, I'd like to see it back down to 14, but I think much more easier to understand this year around than last year. It was pretty confusing.
Well, this is a look at the finals, the qualification for the final series. That means that if you win your conference, you're automatically in, and then it's seeded in terms of points. I suppose it is a lot simpler. You're not figuring out anything in terms of 2 teams trying to get through in one specific conference. Important thing ultimately is to win your conference.
Yes, I must say it's much easier for the people to understand. And as well, I think the Super Rugby is always the best competition in world rugby. In the last 2 years, it wasn't. Understand? I think the Premiership and the Northern Hemisphere competition went past Super Rugby. We need to make this the best competition in the world again. And by getting strength versus strength, we'll get back to that again.